American Airlines prepares for a major strike as unions cannot come to a good offer with the airline. As another person tests positive for bird flu out there. We have produce problems getting worse, and diesel is disappearing in some places. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade, and these are your updates. These are your reports coming in from all around the world about what you guys are seeing at your stores, what you guys are hearing at your workplaces. If you have something that you want to share with the rest of us, please do pop it in the comments down here or on any video on this channel. Make sure you use the word update and make sure you give some sort of geographical location. If you have a retirement account, a 401k, IRA, and you want to get it over into gold, silver, or platinum, you want to find out more about what it would take to move that into physical metals, Jonathan's team at Genesis Gold Group would love to talk to you, answer your questions, and see if it's a good fit for you. Whether you want to move a portion of your assets over or all of them, they can talk to you about different options and explain the process to you. No commitment if you do reach out to them. There'll be a link at the end of the video. So American Airlines is facing a strike as early as 2 weeks out, as the flight attendants union has been unable to get an agreement from the main airline. So this could disrupt your summer travel. If you are booking flights for later this summer on vacation and such, might want to check to see if it is with American Airlines, and if you do have flights already booked with American Airlines, you might want to be watching the news about that one. Bess says third person has tested positive in the U.S. for bird flu in North Carolina. I want to say from cattle. So we're seeing that bird flu is spreading to people off and on here and there from milk cows. So people working with dairy are starting to get it very slowly. Like I said, third person in the U.S. in recent years. This one in North Carolina did actually get a respiratory issue from this. The other two, they tested positive, but they didn't have any symptoms. This one actually has symptoms, but not severe. So we are watching those closely. Of course, humans who have gotten bird flu in the last 25 years, about half of them haven't made it. They did die. So that is why we are extremely concerned about bird flu and why people have been. But there are suspicions out there that this bird flu is getting a little bit of help. It's being helped with its changes and such like that from laboratories and such. Anyway, SL says LaPorte, Indiana. Last 4 weeks at Walmart, there is only 2 opened 20-pound bags of Walmart rice. So only 2 bags of GV rice for the past 4 weeks, and they were opened. So, apparently they're still counting as part of the inventory, so the store doesn't want to send more, but nobody wants to buy them because they're opened already. Cindy says, has anyone noticed a huge rise in the price of car repairs? My brother lives near Indiana, Pennsylvania, and his brakes go out has gone out twice in about 4 months. It cost him $1,300 to fix his brakes this last trip, which is nuts to me. Thanks, Steve, for continued updates. So let us know, are you seeing a big spike in prices at repair shops and such? Let us know if you are. Joe says, I work at a gas station in Southwest Ohio. We have been out of diesel and diesel fuel for 3 days. Several other stations in my area are also out. Is anyone in Ohio area seeing diesel shortages out there as well? Particularly Southwest, but anywhere else in that area? Or are you seeing diesel shortages elsewhere in the U.S.? If so, pop them down in the comments below. Make sure you use the word update there to let us know what's going on. Kathy says, we are having problems getting produce. Our carrots and potatoes are usually moldy or musty. No onions, they are rotting. We are preparing our garden for more potatoes. We are seeing problems with rotted ground beef. The grocery store are getting prepackaged meats and it's nasty. Yikes. Prepackaged meats. What could go wrong? We are in northeast Wisconsin. Murray in Georgia. Ingalls only had iceberg lettuce organic, organic. It was $3.48 for a medium head here in Covington, Georgia. Michigan produce seems to be getting much lower. So when you're trying to buy something and the only option is organic, if you're not looking for organic, organic is nice and everything like that, but I still can't get past the fact that organic in most places in the U.S. means instead of using chemical fertilizer, they use human waste. Basically they take the waste from wastewater treatment plants, basically poo, human poo. And then they use that on the fields because it's organic. I prefer the chemical fertilizers personally that they get from petroleum to that. I do. And all these farms that were doing organic stuff, they were spraying that poo all over the place to grow their food. And then they got hit with shutdown notices because they had PFAS or forever chemicals lacing their soil. Because the forever chemicals were in the wastewater treatment process, and then they spread that all over their fields, and then their fields became basically hazmat zones where, and that was organic produce. So I don't know if I really want to pay extra for organic. Let's just say it that way. Anyway. New York budget prepper says, my local post office has been offline for the past 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yikes. Apparently, it's only affecting this one branch, according to the employee. They cannot process anything that requires the computer and the internet. They said they had their modems replaced, and the next day they were down. 3 weeks later. I remember in the movie Black Hawk Down, right? They're doing their thing, and one guy's like, "How long until we can get out of here?" And he's like, 5 minutes, and the other guys are like, "Come on, nothing takes 5 minutes." Like nothing can take that long. But I want to say nothing can take 3 weeks. Yikes! That's the southern tier of New York. The efficiencies of government, right? Tara says, nationwide power strike in Nigeria. All power is shut down. This is affecting everyone from the power supply to grounded airplanes to hospitals. Just another example of a possibility that could come to anyone's beck of the woods. It's the truth. I mean, people don't realize how widespread issues are related to not having power. People are like, well, cell phone towers will work when the power's out. They'll work for a while because they have battery packs. But most cell phone towers have battery packs, and if they don't have power for a while, they eventually will blink out. And when I say eventually, we're talking like 24 to 48 hours later. We're not talking that long. If they don't actually have someone get up to the site, physically plug in a generator, and recharge those batteries, you lose cell phone signal. Losing power means a lot of stuff stops working. Water stops being pumped. Now, there's enough water in the system usually that it's okay, but if your power stays off for too long, you may not have water for too much longer. So if you lose power and there's no light at the end of the tunnel of when it's going to come back on, you might want to start stocking up on water while you still have it. That is a scenario when your power goes out, and the question is, do you get your bathtub water bladder out? Do you have clean trash cans? That's one of the things that I do is I just got clean trash cans from Walmart, cheap plastic trash cans. And if I know that there's the power has gone out and I'm not sure when it's going to come back on, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill up the trash cans full of water. So I have more drinking water. Just it greatly expands. You know, when you have 35 gallons per can, that adds up pretty fast to being quite a bit of clean drinking water that you can get. Rhonda says, this week my daughter had to go 2 cities over for baby formula. Stater Brothers, Rite Aid, Walgreens, Walmart in Hesperia, and Victorville, California, and Cardenas. I'm in the high desert of Hesperia, California. So having to travel quite a bit to get baby formula. We are seeing continued issues of baby formula, not shortages, so to speak, but just some spotty outages and people struggling to find availability here and there. Still available next town over or another store, but that is getting to be a bit of an issue. Amy says, shopped at Costco in Richmond, California. Observed many people getting large amounts of bottled water and toilet paper and other items. You know how like before an earthquake, you know, the creatures and the wild animals and pets start acting real funny. I think that when you start having a situation developing in a country, you start seeing people starting to stock up with bottled water, ramen noodles. When you start seeing people starting to grab stuff like that and you're not sure why, it's time for you to start paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Angela says, Eastern Washington is up and down. You never know what you will not be able to find at the grocery stores, but you can bet the price has gone up. Costco in Spokane Valley removed a huge section of their freezers. Then we got a notice that one of the big farmers in the area, Green Bluff, will not have peaches and cherries to pick this year. They will bring in some for purchase. One farm said he is started at a loss of $120,000 from the loss of peaches. So I think they meant he is stuck with the loss maybe of $120,000 for loss of peaches. We have had a lot of freezing temperatures in the northeastern Washington area. Not looking so great here. So crops being impacted, particularly fruits up there. And we're hearing other weather issues in other parts of the country. All right, friends, if you want to get some more information about Genesis Gold Group, there's a link right there. You can click that and get some more information. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right up here. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you guys later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report.